So basically, I was planning on doing this again at on Monday, but my account got stuck in limbo, and then now I had to wait like a couple of days for it to get back though, or like a day and a half or so. But everything's all Gucci now. I got my account back, and everything's fine and dandy. Alright, so last time Dove left off at chapter 7, so that's where I did this ahead of time though, because I joined her for her stream, and yeah, so that's where we are right now. In any event though, let us continue where she left off. So we're gonna go through chapter 7, 8, and 9. We'll stop there, and at least I'll stop there for the recording though. But but if I'm still up to stream, just regular streaming, I'm just gonna stream this section without doing the recording it for YouTube though, and because I guess like for those of you who are just tuning in though, me and Dove are gonna be doing we kind of turned this into a co-op one, like a co-op playthrough though, because I first started up the first 3 sections. I got part 1 up on our YouTube channel, so I still need to put up parts 2 and 3, and then Dove will handle the next 3 parts on the YouTube channel. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there until the end. Oh my god, it's Anime Titty God. How's it? Hello, streamer. Hello to you too. Your support has been very useful to me, Anime Titty God. But there's no battles here, so we're just going to continue on from here. Alright? So here we go. Lamenting at night, crying at dawn. I think I need to move the mic closer to me. Yeah, I sometimes like rely on some of the support you put up though. Yusaku returning to base.
Mash Carriolite returning to base.
Hey, no more hoodie mash.
Welcome back, you two. Nice to meet you in person there, Yusei Braun.
Oh yeah, and speaking of which, though, I think when I started this during my own playthrough though, I was at the point where I kind of forgot how to pronounce this guy's name though. First I thought it was because I was used to the Japanese one because my buddy Kira-shan likes to pronounce it in Japanese, which is Abikeboron. But and then I heard another guy call it VK Braun, and then so after that I was like confused, like okay, how am I supposed to say it? So I watched part of the first episode of Fate Apocrypha again, and then they said Yusei Braun. So I'm like, okay, so that's what we're going with.
It's an honor to meet the distinguished Golem Master. No matter how bad things may get, the artist in me will never stop appreciating fine art.
Yeah, I can't really do Da Vinci like Dove can. You are too kind, Leonardo da Vinci. I am the one who should be honored to meet you. Oh yeah, and I just got him too, so lucky me. Truth be told, I am somewhat embarrassed to be greeted so kindly by a renowned genius. Now then, I take it you called us here to do more than merely deliver a report.
Yep, I did. Come on, Mash, you're overdue for a checkup. Oh, right. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I figured as much. Emergency or not, you still transformed again, didn't you? Normally, I'd want to examine you immediately, but of course, circumstances aren't exactly ideal here. Alright, off to the examiner with you. Take care of Yusaku for me, will you, Holmes?
Certainly. Very well then, Gordolf. Now that we have the information Mr. acquired for us... Wait, Mr. who? What say we use it to plan our next move?
Oh, yes, of course. So what do we do next?
Well, to begin... And segue. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, she got little glasses. She's got glasses!
Okay, you're all done. Doesn't look like anything majorly messed up. Your servant spirit origin is still too unstable to rely on, but physically, you're totally healthy. Better than healthy, even. Back at Chaldea, your human body and servant spirit origin failed to work together. causing your body to attack itself in the form of auto-intoxication.
That's exactly how I imagine Mustache Boy speaks. I don't know, for some reason I just fell on Sean Connery and, I don't know, people just went with it.
But it looks like that disappeared during our voyage in space. Or voyage.
Voyage. I'm thinking of Card Fight Vanguard because there's a card shop named Voyage though, but then it's pronounced Voyage. So I'm like,
I really am a genius, aren't I? Even my medical care is flawless. Technical advisor Da Vinci. Can I talk to you about something? Oh, this sounds serious. Let me just grab myself a seat here.
And pump.
Right then, what's up? Hopefully it's something I can help you with. Be honest with me. How many more times can I fight as a servant? I know I've reached my limit as a demi-servant. But this is all too big for me to just sit on the sidelines and do nothing. I need to be able to fight beside Master again, even if it's unsafe. Da Vinci? Oh, forget it. No more cagey answers and no more keeping secrets. It's really not a question of how many at this point. You're perfectly capable of fighting plenty now. Remember, you awoke the spirit origin that had been dormant in you for the last year. You might not be quite as strong as you once were, what with the extreme cold and all, but it's not as if fighting is causing you a lot of pain, right? And that is because your body's acclimated to being a demi-servant again. At this point, it's actually just a mental thing. Of course, that's really the biggest challenge of all. Really? But I thought Galahad was gone, that he decided I wasn't worthy. Yep, I bet he did, the jerk. I'm pretty annoyed about that myself. It's been a year since the battle at the Temple of Time. After handling your medical care during that whole time, there's one thing I can say for sure. Galahad isn't helping you anymore. That so-called Holy Knight abandoned his responsibility to you. He might as well have written you a Dear John letter to say he wasn't going to help anymore, and you'll just have to take care of yourself from now on. So yeah, he's bailed on you, and he isn't coming back. Ever. But then how was I able to transform? Simple. You and Galahad are different people. He only really allowed you to give form to his power. You were borrowing it from him. And thanks to your experience in battle, you grew into your own as a Knight of the Shield. The person you were when you fused with that heroic spirit and the person you are now are pretty much completely different people at this point. Galahad may be gone, but you are a full-fledged demi-servant in your own right now. Get it? The harm transforming has been doing to you, and the fact that your spirit organ seems weaker, none of that has to do with Galahad. It's all you, your body, your mind. Your weakness is just the state your body is in, and your inability to transform as completely as you'd like. It's just a matter of your own mind holding you back. Can you be more specific? Does that mean if I can resolve those two problems, I can be useful to everyone again? Well, with Galahad gone, your spirit origin dropped pretty sharply. You lost more than half your power. It's no wonder you're not as strong as you used to be, so that's the plain old physical problem. It also means you've lost the skills, gifts, and protection that came from his legend. From here on, you'll need to develop and hone your own way of fighting. Of course, we can help you with that. We just have to get back to the original plan. The original plan? You mean Project Ordinex? Oh, you know about that. Did Romani tell you? Oh, actually I heard about it from Dr. Marsberry. He said heroic spirits would probably reject the demi-servant. So Project Ordinex would make up for any difficulty I might have in functioning properly as a servant. I can't believe he had that much foresight and still didn't think to stop the demi-servant experiments. Just, what did he think of heroic spirit bodies are?
Or is he?
Just what did he think heroic spirit bodies are anyway? He should be ashamed of himself letting them degrade just so he could accomplish his goal. Well, not that I've been overly picky about my own methods. Me standing here now talking to you is proof enough, I suppose. Anywho, your physical strength issue should take care of itself over time. Well, we can talk more about that later. So that leaves the mental aspect, Nash. Right now, you're scared to transform. Your body refuses to make the servant transformation because you are so riddled with doubts. Doubts? I am? Yes, and I don't mean our last conversation about how being a servant could harm you. Okay. So you're saying there's a different problem? Yep. This time you don't really want to fight. Of course, that may have been true for all the other times as well. But when we were fighting to save humanity, it was obvious that we were doing the right thing. So because of that, you were able to fight in spite of your fear. But that's not true anymore. We aren't facing that kind of threat this time around. You can sense it, and I'm sure Yusaku can too. And that makes this an even bigger problem than Galahad being gone, or the harmful side effects of your transformation into a servant. Match Kyrielite. Can you fight for what you believe is right, even against your fellow man? Even when the enemy hasn't done anything wrong?
Okay, give me a sec. This needed a drink.
Well, how is this even helpful? All we've learned is that Russia is being overrun by a bunch of beastly barbarians.
Godov, they are not beasts, they are Yaga.
Isn't that just what they've decided to call themselves?
Not at all. The Kabbalah and alchemy may both be magecraft, but they're also quite different. Their magecraft base and their spells may both differ greatly, but both are part of a system of knowledge and mechanics that is collectively known as magecraft. Beastmen and Yaga may appear the same to you, but I assure you they are entirely different. The creatures you refer to, Godov, are werewolves, lycanthropes, and the like. They are demonic beasts who awaken to their true nature by blood. However, Yaga are a fusion of demonic beast and human. As such, their closet approximation would be combined phantasmals, such as chimeras.
I see. So Yaga and Beastmen have different origins, eh?
Correct. However, the fundamental issue lies elsewhere.
Oh?
Listen closely. The Yaga have formed a country. They have their own culture, their own way of life.
And is that in some way different from the singularities you claim to have resolved?
Yes, very much so. The singularities we resolved created hypothetical versions of history at different points in time. Think of each as something of a diversion from the main track of history. Caldera resolved these singularities by ray-shifting to those points in time and setting history back on its proper course. This is different, though. The divergent point in history seems to be 450 years ago. Most likely it occurred at the moment that the Great Cold Wave hit, and Ivan the Terrible merged with demonic beasts to become a Yaga.
Then this world singularity occurred in the past? It's over?
Precisely. In other words, the hypothetical history of this singularity created has continued into the present. Take Patsky's sculpt bolt action hunting rifle, for example. It is very similar to a modern day gun. But it is still far from cutting edge technology. I believe it was made with engineering that, from our standpoint, would be half a century out of date. Oh, excuse me. Let me see, I got a message here. Okay. Let me just get these back up. But that sort of firearm was cutting edge back when it was introduced in Ivan the Terrible's era. Furthermore, this one has a major trait that sets it apart even from our own modern day weaponry. It is specifically designed to kill demonic beasts.
Ah yes, I've noticed that as well. I have a similar magical gun myself, you see. When he fired his gun, a spell was activated, though it was a primitive one.
I believe that the weapon was made with the intention to be used by the Yaga. Most likely, it uses magical energy instead of additional gunpowder to increase its muzzle velocity. There we go.
thereby increasing its round's penetrative power. Patsuki seemed perfectly comfortable with it, as did the other Yaga. And from that, what we can deduce that this world is entirely separate from our own. It followed an entirely different track of history than ours did. As such, it would be inappropriate to call it a singularity.
I don't care what you call it. We have a much more important question that needs answering. Will overthrowing Ivan the Terrible actually solve the problem here?
Given the nature of our enemy, I do think defeating him would have some effect on this world.
Come now, aren't you the world's greatest detective? Aren't you supposed to have brilliant flashes or flashes of insight or something?
I'm afraid there is very little to work with, even in the way of circumstantial evidence. Besides...
Well, the music just cut out. Besides... Oh, here we go.
Now is not the time.
Oh, he actually said it.
That's the great detective for you.
That said, we may not yet know the full extent of the situation, but the problem isn't especially complex. After all, we know exactly who our enemy is, a version of Ivan the Terrible who has been ruling Russia for roughly 500 years. That is the single largest point of differentiation between our Russia's history and this one. There can no doubt be that he is the key to this world. For the moment, our interest would best be served by continuing to aid the rebel army, as that is sure to lead us to Ivan the Terrible in due time.
So what you're saying is that we've got a long road ahead full of twists and turns. Damn it!
There's something else we should discuss too.
Indeed, the human maids serving Ivan the Terrible and their human-looking servant. The latter is most likely the woman we saw at Chaldea. Of course, it could also be Koyanskaya or the priest.
Just thinking about them gives me chills. Well, me and my bank account in Koyanskaya's case.
This is Gold Digger, man.
The most pressing problem is the mage. Kirstaria called himself a crypter. He also said that there were 7 of them, which corresponds to the number of mages from Team A who disappeared from their coffins. It follows then that one of those 7 mages is now serving Ivan the Terrible,
which would probably be Kadoc.
Assuming we wish to take Koyanskaya at her word, the mage is Kadoc Zemlupus. Of course, we cannot be certain that that is the case at this stage. But if it is, we must ask ourselves what measures he is likely to take. To deal with us.
Yes. We're gonna cuck him out of servant. Ordinary people are scorned. Strong people are envied. Those fancy mages from noble families competing on skill? What a joke. As if they've ever won anything with their own 2 hands. Me? I worked to get where I was. I poured everything I had into it. World War cut the emo. Sometimes I like to cry like a baby about how meaningless it all felt, but I'd always dry my tears and keep on going. And the ones who were born with money and power hated me for it. Hey, World War's up. They called me a worthless dog. They said I wasn't even human, that I was nothing more than livestock. But when 7 people were assembled to serve as humanity's first line of defense, it was different. I was chosen to be one of them, and not for political reasons. They chose me on my own merits, nothing more. But then, it was all over before it even began. I never had a chance. That's right. We were done, and there was nothing we could do about it.
You have done the most frightful expression on your face, Kadoc. Or you have the most frightful expression on your face. Are you alright?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Nothing to worry about, I promise.
Why are you always so quick to apologize? Do you still feel inferior?
So Lost Belt 1 was depressing yet joyful. Well, we'll see soon. We'll see how much we're gonna cut this guy.
Sorry, damn it. Look, I can't really help being a walking inferiority complex.
You still feel that way? Feel that way even though you were able to summon me? Luxury, jewelry, sell-off?
Sometimes I have no idea what you're saying. So, being able to summon you is a luxury, like jewelry, and if I have a problem with that, you're gonna sell me off, is that right?
Yes, that is perfect. Well done.
I guess you're right. I'm a first-class master, which is why you're a first-class servant.
But aren't you worried about how much magical energy you have?
You know, that's a sore spot for me. It's a good thing that casters don't need much magical energy from their masters, but it still takes a hell of a lot to make a workshop and power a noble phantasm. Also, you're having fun with Persona 5 Royal? Nice, nice. I plan on getting it later.
Don't worry about that. My darling V will handle it.
In proper human history, V was supposed to be some unimaginably horrific monster.
Oh, he is. Nikolai Gogol came up with him. He's a monster with very heavy eyelids. But Gogol didn't come up with him out of nowhere. He drew inspiration from the fearsome valor of Irish myth. And there were other sources of inspiration like Solodivi Bunio, whose fiery gaze could reduce the entire towns to ash, and Bodiak, who was said to have killed no fewer than 40,000 people. V is the Romanovs' little Easter egg, our secret weapon.
Maybe he wandered into proper human history from the Lostbelt. V's power always was abnormal, even in his own time. Well, for my part, I was also surprised to find you were a mage in the true sense of the word. Let me just move this up here.
I suppose. Now that I've redefined as a heroic spirit, I become a mage representing the version of Russia we are in now. I may have been a pathetic failure in proper human history, but in this Lost Belt, I've become a Grand Duchess of Ice. And it is all thanks to you, Kadoc and Lupus.
I'm sorry for the twisted way I summoned you. It's just, that was the only way I can make sure you'd be a powerful heroic spirit. There we go.
Was what I said unclear? I was thanking you, in my own way. I don't mind that I'm an irregular. Thanks to that, I can't even remember my family's faces clearly. I may look like a human on the outside, but inside I'm much more Yaga. And because you summoned me to this Lost Belt, where even historical records are muddled, all I can remember is that I'm Anastasia, the Grand Duchess, and a shaman who made a pact with V. Either way, I have no attachment whatsoever to proper human history. I'm happy to be a Lost Belt servant. You don't have to worry about anything. You are free to make use of me however you see fit.
I know, believe me, I have every intention of taking advantage of that power of yours.
It is thanks to this power that I'm able to kill. I will kill Chaldea, so that they no longer get in our way. I will kill the rebel army who would defy the Tsardom even in this Lost Belt Russia. And then...
Whoa there. That's far enough, Grand Duchess. Remember, he is only sleeping. You've got to keep a lid on that magical energy of yours too, at least while you're here. He's gonna keep on sleeping like a baby. That's how it has to be for the time being.
You're not much fun, are you?
Oh, come off it. Think I don't know that? But I can't afford to lose again. Not this time. I'm gonna see this through to the end no matter what. If I don't, that's it. I'm dead.
I see. Then I hope you'll do your best to keep fighting, my master.
I will.
Okay, that's enough narrow-mindedness for one day. I'm going to go work on my dress.
Wait, hold up. Why would you even need that?
Why? For the ball, of course.
There aren't any balls here. You know, that could be taken out of context.
Then I'll throw one myself.
You think anyone here still knows how to dance? You're gonna have to trust me on this. They don't. Not in this world. Oh crap, you're not planning to dance with me, are you?
Of course not. Don't worry, I'm only joking. I would never put on a ball.
Oh my.
And stop looking at me as though I were some sort of monster. The next time you do that, I'll freeze your feet to the floor and make you sleep in the hallway standing up.
Ugh.
There, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Master. You need to handle my charming insistence that I have my own way much better than you have been.
This is exhausting.
Oh, Yusaku, did you get a good night's sleep? I know a 4-hour nap isn't much, but I bet it's a lot better than sleeping outside.
Hey, I'm a veteran of sleeping for 4 hours, alright? Trust me, that's why I always stay up late even when I have work the next morning.
Now here's some coffee and a plate of hard-boiled eggs, or at least rations that resemble them.
Oof, you gotta go there, don't you?
We ran out of eggs way back, sadly. Still, doesn't this feel like a typical morning inside a cramped submarine?
Boy. Boy. Or at least, girl. You know, you don't understand how much this little dialogue of Da Vinci kind of hits home with a lot of people. Because, well, yeah, blame Gordo for our food troubles, but, you know, because a lot of people, like, from where I work, though, because I work at a grocery store, we keep running out of eggs, though, because that's why we have to limit people for buying eggs, so we don't keep running out. But we are running out of eggs, so this hits home with a lot of people, so we ran out of eggs way back. Oops. But yes, we will blame Gordolf. Thanks, Da Vinci.
No problem. Anyway, now that you're awake, there's something important we have to discuss.
Is this about MASH?
Nice to see you're still quick on the uptake. And thanks for worrying about her. That's kind of you. I put Mash back in her old role as navigator. She's on board, naturally. The heroic spirit summoning went great. Yusei is proving to be a very dependable servant. He's probably the best one you could have hoped for in this frozen wasteland. You can't fight the cold with combat prowess alone now, can you? Even Napoleon ended up losing to Russia's cold, and that was proper human history to boot. But Yusei golems can serve as walls and labor. Hell, they're fixing the border even as we speak. And of course, they make great soldiers too. So since Mash can't fight, there's no reason for her to accompany you, or for you to have to keep her safe.
I understand. I'm fine with that.
Great, glad to hear it. Master!
Hi, Mash.
Good morning.
This is getting awkward.
I'm so sorry, Master. I won't be able to help you on the front line anymore.
It's for the best, Mash. I'm worried about you.
But I'm fine, really. There's nothing wrong with me physically. It's just...
We'll still be fighting together, just in different places.
Right.
Oh no, she's gonna cry! She's gonna cry! No! Don't do this! That hurt my soul, actually.
Good morning, Mr. Yusaku. I'm sorry we couldn't let you rest longer. I do hope you made the most out of your warm blanket while you had the opportunity. Now then, back to the task at hand. Our goal remains the same. Find out what has happened here. Thanks to your previous efforts, we now know several things. There's a new race of people called Yaga. Ivan the Terrible lives and has ruled for the past 500 years. An endless storm rages at the fringes of this world. And there's the mysterious tree. I believe unraveling the mysteries of each of these points will determine our future course of action. To begin, we need more information on Ivan the Terrible. Fortunately, we have the rebel army's trust. At present, we plan to continue working with him in an effort to make our way to him. If at all possible, I would like to help the rebel army with their aims as well. Helping them reach a point where they can defeat the Oprichniki would be ideal.
Atalanta may be a famous hunter in Greek myth, but I fear she would have a hard time facing Ivan the Terrible.
Can't you summon a more powerful servant? You know, like the King of Heroes, or the King of Conquerors, or the King of Knights.
Well, I do have the King of Heroes, I do have the King of Knights, but I don't have the King of Conquerors.
I'm afraid that, in that particular regard, our prospects are rather dim at present moment.
I do. Hey!
Summoning such a powerful servant here would be sure to spark all manner of rumors. If the rebel army has heard of any such rumors, then it is safe to assume that there is no heroic spirit in this world who could save it single-handedly. Of course, there's always the possibility that they have heard such rumors and simply haven't yet told us.
I suppose that would be too much to hope for.
This is not an ideal time for a bold, daring plan. At the moment, we need to focus on laying foundations. You said it. Okay, Gordo, time for you to go back to checking tomorrow's weather forecast.
Anyone could tell you what tomorrow's weather will be here. Blizzard, blizzard, and more blizzard!
Alright, see you later, Mash.
See you soon. Right, good luck, Master.
Hey, she no longer crying. Heyo, Corto. Alright, select that. Section 8. Vodka. Vodka. Let's see now. Though the last time I used Bro Scanner was last October. I think when the Fate Zero event comes back, though, I'm gonna try to summon for Iskandar. Alrighty, though. In this quest, the battle you will fight will depend on choices you make during the scenario. Oh, okay. Oh, so I don't know who to pick, though. Okay, I really don't know who to pick. So... Well, let's bring a Merlin, just to be on the safe side. I don't know who it's gonna be, though. That's how this works, so... I think I'll stick with Musashi at the moment. Pick Musashi... Seraph. Hey, Seraph. Do I need a Reshkigal? Oh, nice. Got a narrow figure. That's pretty pog champ. should I bring? Let's see if I can bring more sabers, though. I don't know. Nope, I think I'll bring Kualter instead. Yes. It's the one they sold with the JP version of Fate Extra. Nice. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. Awesome possum. Alright. I'll leave Narrow Bride in here in case I need some extra oomph. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot this, it's... Right, the... Login bonuses. Daily reset, yep. One vodka, please. I mean, I ain't selling the vodka. Well, let's, I need them steaks. I think I need those steaks for, Fujino. So let's go back to the Lostbelt. So yeah, we're gonna go with the, yeah, depending. I guess I could ask Moriarty. I know, right? Used to lose Lord Grim as Merlin. So yeah, we're gonna switch. We're gonna use a little bit Kualter in there, and then switch here to Narrow Bride. Ah yes, here we go, boys. Section 8. Vodka.
It's just around midday now, but this blizzard isn't letting up at all. I placed a waypoint marking the location of the rebel army's hideout. Please take care not to get turned around on your way there.
Stop, Yusaku.
FAC, Braun? Shh! What was that sound?
It sounds like something is crawling. Something quite large at that. You know, I've heard rumors that giants used to walk the earth back in the Age of Gods.
I wonder if that's what Potsky was talking about.
Do you mean Diavoltron?
Right, the demonic beast that can destroy a whole village on its own. Looking at it now, it seems that that was no exaggeration.
It appears to resemble a large hydra. Well, Master, what would you have us do? Shall we fight it or avoid it? I believe there is no wrong answer here. I will go along with whatever you decide. So is this the choice here? Let's get out of it before it sees us. It might attack a village if we don't take it down. You know what? Let's do it. It might attack a village if we don't take it down. As you wish. We will certainly need to face this enemy sooner or later if we are to survive here in this Russia. I will begin by slowing it down with my golems. Mash Kyriolite, would you mind analyzing it for us?
Right, I'll do everything I can to compile as much data about it as possible.
Alright, I guess we're fighting the Diavoltron. I think tomorrow I'm gonna focus on trying to upload parts 2 and 3 of the Lostbelt stream that we did. And then after that, then I'll just leave Dove to put up her parts, and then we keep switching off every now and then, every time we reach that certain point. Holy fuck! It's a big ass Hydra.
この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。次はない。ああ、待ってました。そこだ。なんだ。
Ow. Holy crap. That hurt Musashi a big ton. Come on.
何？こっちのが得意でね。どう？柄ではないんだけどね。
Ow. Ah, fuck. Okay.
よーし、そこ狙うからね。受け取るがよい。
I should have said something about this node, but I want to keep to myself for you to figure it out. Oh, I appreciate that. Alright. It's a good thing I stashed away Caster Nero. Well, I'm at Caster Nero, this is Nero Bride.
今日の見せ場だな。お任せ、夢のように片付けよう。君の道行きを信じよう。さあ、行きなさい。
Oh god, he brought the wrong Nero. It's okay, no, It's okay, I know my Nero Bride can handle it. She's already been maxed out like crazy. She's gonna get the NP up, though. Do it! Do it, pussy! You won't! Hey, I'm bringing my best saber here, alright? Alright, do it, girl!
春の日差し、花の乱舞。さつきの風は頬をなで、祝福はステラの彼方まで。開け、ヌプティアエドムスアウレアよ。歌え、秋帰れ。その愛を。
Oh yeah. Should be... Yeah, it's almost dead. Wintry breath. Alright. Come on, you got this. Yeah, just keep attacking Merlin. No, she died! You will not get away with this.
我が身はホルスなりし
But
ファラオなる
she did well. She did well, folks.
我が身はホルスなりしファラオなるかわいい仕方気が合いますね屍の鏡暗黒の鏡扉となり恐怖の矛暗空ねぶた受精
Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. She took one for the team. I'm proud of her.
ホルアクティ
I won't tell anyone you got an arrow kill and then inserts clip. Haha! Psych, boys. Man, if only Cool Alter lasted longer, man. But I didn't think he would go for her twice and hit that hard. Jesus Christ, man.
You did it! I've confirmed that the Devaluatron's vital signs have disappeared.
Yay, we did it. I'm so sorry, Nero.
I think I was able to run a fairly thorough analysis on it, too. It looks like its body produces alcohol.
It what? We can get fucking drunk off that thing? Yep, just for that. Well, that was my cup, sorry. Pouring out a drink for Nero. I mean, she did a bit of heavy lifting. You got to admit.
Oh, you don't mean vodka?
Huh? No, it isn't distilled liquor. If anything, it looks like it's closer to the fermented kind.
Fermented? That peasant swill? Oh, never mind.
Wow, dude, alright. See, there you go. That's what I was talking about, World War. Never change.
Yusaku, hurry up and get yourself back to the Rebel Army's hideout. Any decent Russian military installation should have some vodka lying around. Make sure to bring anything you can get them to share. Make sure to bring back anything you can to get them to share.
I don't know how that works. I only hope the Yaga are still able to afford such luxuries. Come, Yusaku, let us hurry on. Narrow covered. See, I knew that was coming, dude.